Hey guys, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. I'm doing a series on what makes this singer great, and next up is Sting from The Police. Before we get started, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing to my channel, that would be really cool. Don't forget to ring that bell so I can keep more cool videos coming your way. And I have a singing course. It's called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else. You can find it right here at KenTamplinVocalAcademy.com, where we negotiate talking about all these singers and what made them great in hopes to possibly make you great should you decide you want to learn how to sing or sing well. With that said, what do I think of when I think of Sting? Well, for one thing, I think of his name. It's a cool name, right? And I guess he got it because he used to wear a yellow jacket. I covered this, by the way, in a vocal coach reaction I did to The Police and to Sting. I'll put that in the description tag so you can kind of check out a lot more of the history behind Sting and the band The Police. But so he used to wear this yellow jacket, I guess, playing jazz in clubs or whatever, and they look like a bumblebee, so he's got a nickname, Sting. So that's Sting. I think of his name. Of course, I think of Roxanne. You know, as one of their first big songs out of the box. Don't Stand So Close to Me. I think of his bass playing too, of course, singing and playing bass at the same time. I think of the uniqueness of the band The Police when they first came out. They were like no other band. I mean, they were just really their own thing. So really cutting their own path and just making their own way with a very unique sound. They weren't trying to be hard rock, and they weren't trying to be like ska so much or anything like that, though that was going on at the time. Rockabilly came up shortly after that. You know, they really just had a unique sound, and were just trying to steer away from getting pigeonholed in anything. I think of Sting's lyrics. I mean, just a very prolific lyricist. I think of his kind of high range, high tubular sounding voice, very smooth. I actually think of Sting as not using very much vibrato really at all. So there's that. Again, his musicianship is just top notch, and in his solo stuff, always hiring like the best players. I think of it being super, super popular in Europe to this day. So he may have waned a bit here in this country, but throughout the rest of Western Europe, he's still very, very popular. So songs, I said, Don't Stand So Close, Roxanne. I think of King of Pain. I think of Message in a Bottle. I think of Spirits in Material World, right? Everything She Does Is Magic. Maybe you could put some songs in the description that I missed. But anyways, dive into him. Now, again, I did a vocal coach reaction to them, so I've already used Roxanne and some other material. So I'm using something different this time, and let's check it out. Of course, this song, right? Cool. Great songwriting, right? Just really catchy lyrics that and songs and melodies that people have really latched onto. I think again of them being, we've discussed other three-piece bands, how difficult it would be to be a three-piece band and have all those hits and make all those hits sound big and fat and full. You know, singing and playing bass at the same time, really hard to do, and all those complicated rhythms and stuff that The Police did as a band. So they were kind of progressive in their own way, right? And yet commercial at the same time. So they had a lot working for him. So if I missed something, guys, please tell me what you think of when you think of Sting, what makes him great to you, whether it's Police or solo stuff. And I do most of this by request. So if you guys got somebody that you want me to react to, that's cool. And check out my next video.